guys. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy to have you. I am about to, it is, gosh, 1 o'clock here in Bali already. Um, and I'm about to just make myself probably more of a late lunch, early dinner. Hold on, get my mic so you guys can hear me properly. And so, um, I'm actually, um, I'm actually, I'm testing out. This is all me learning, guys. So for if you guys are new here, my name is Nicole, and I am very new to YouTube. And so I have taken on the challenge of really wanting to be intentional about growing my YouTube channel. And so I'm looking down at my computer, but I should be looking at you at this camera, my webcam. So I've been very intentional about wanting to grow my YouTube channel. And so I have been experimenting. I mean, essentially, because I don't know anything about YouTube. So this is me literally experimenting on the fly. And I this is probably like my third YouTube live, and so I've been doing the YouTube live in horizontal mode, but I just joined a YouTube group, and I just joined a YouTube accountability group, which it was amazing. I found them on Threads. Hey, how you doing? I just found them on Threads, and so it was recommended that you try to do the live on try to do the live in vertical instead of horizontal. So this is me again, real time testing out all the different recommendations to see how that will impact my YouTube channel. So in terms of going live, hey Francis, good to see you. How are you? Thanks for joining. This is so nerve wracking, but this is real, guys. For those of you that are on your YouTube journey, this is what it looks like to be on your YouTube journey. Okay, I am not a social media person. I'm not an influencer. I am new to this. I am an ex corporate finance executive. I'm used to going into an office, going and sitting behind my desk. I'm used to going into boardrooms. I'm used to, if I need anything technical, calling my IT guys and saying, hey, like, how do I use this? I need this. And for the past 6 to 12 months, I literally have enthralled myself in figuring out all the things YouTube, okay, all the things digital marketing, all the things online, generating income online, and it's been, guys, I'll be honest, it has been a lot of work, but it also has been so fun. I realized that probably after being in my career for so long, you kind of get so used to doing something and you don't even realize that you have like shut down some of like the creative parts of your brain. So now that I am, I've decided to, well, for one, I decided to the reason I'm here is because I decided to. Thanks, Francis. I appreciate it. This is so crazy. Um, but the reason I'm here is because 2 years ago I decided to quit my job because I was burnt out. I was completely burnt out. I was experiencing a lot of health issues and I was not doing well at all. I started experiencing insomnia. I started experiencing digestive issues, anxiety. And so um, I ended up taking a medical leave of absence from work. I ended up moving to Bali because none of the Western doctors could tell me what the heck was going on with me. And so I came to Bali to experience and experiment with Eastern medicine. And so I've been rocking and rolling ever since. That was about 2.5, 3 years ago. I came to Bali on a medical leave. I stayed for 3 months. I worked with different healers. They got my mind, body, spirit, soul, everything put back together. And when I went back to the US, I decided that that old life was no longer for me. It was just no longer for me. There was just no way I could continue on that path of doing something that I actually really loved. Like I love, my background is in finance. I love my team that I work with, that I built over the past 20 years. I loved absolutely the people that I work for. But ultimately, I think the universe was just telling me that it was time for a change, time for a shift. And sometimes a lot of us are getting that message, but we are not listening. And our body is trying to tell us. Our body is literally rebelling against the life that we're living. And a lot of us are not listening. A lot of us are just just pushing through, right? Because society tells us that, this is what we're supposed to do. This is how we're supposed to live. We're supposed to go to school. We're supposed to get the job. We're supposed to get the husband, the children. You're supposed to work until you're old and have no quality of life left in your body, and then you're supposed to retire, right? And so when your body is literally mentally, physically, spiritually rebelling against that messaging, whoo, it's a powerful thing. And the fact that the point I'm trying to make is that that is happening to a lot of us right now. A lot of us are having these experiences within us, and we don't understand what that is. It's the universe telling us that the way we're living is not the way we're supposed to be living, guys. Okay. Hence why your girl is here in Bali. I gave it up. I threw in the towel, guys. I threw in the towel. I quit my job, and it was a great job. Like I said, I love the people I work for. And honestly, that's probably part of the reasons why I even stayed as long as I did, because I built an amazing team that I've been working with over 10 years. The people that I work for, great people. But we are meant to evolve, we are meant to grow, we are meant to expand as humans. And that is not a messaging that we get when we are younger. It's just not a messaging that we get. So when it starts happening, you literally, you don't know what to do, because you're like, why am I feeling like this? And I am just grateful that I decided to just look inside. I decided to trust myself internally. I started to listen to myself. And even though, guys, let me tell you something, I had no idea. I had no plan. I had no idea what I was going to be doing when I quit that job, like none. But all I knew was that I had to quit it. I had to quit because I was literally failing myself from a health perspective, right? So anyway, let me try to bring it all the way back around. And I see that we have some our our Scott. Our Scott. Hi, how are you? You say you got fired many times. Oh my God, fired. Fired. Why? You just okay. Strive to survive. You must listen to our bodies. Oh, Francis, you hit the nail on the head. We absolutely. But the thing about it is, we've been taught not to listen to our bodies. We've been taught that the goal and the mission is to execute. The goal and the mission is to work. The goal and the mission um is to just push through work. Guys, if you could bear with me, I need to I'm experimenting with something here, but I just need to kind of get my oh, there it is. Okay, so okay, I was wondering what was going on because I couldn't see the live. I wanted to make sure that what was needing to happen was going to happen. And if you guys could just bear with me, I just need to send a little note out to my accountability group, letting them know that I'm here. Anyway, so To bring that all the way back around is that we've been conditioned to just produce, produce, produce. We've been conditioned as humans to just do, 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 do. And we have not been conditioned as humans to just being. Human beings is literally the thing that we are taught not to be. We are taught to be everything else other than that, right? Um, yes, not a quitter. Made them fire me. Ooh, love the strategy. Love that. Love that. Um, so yeah, so I basically threw in the towel. And what I will say is that opposite to you, are Scott, and I wish I knew your first name and trying to get familiar with it. The thing I will say is that um, my experience from a job perspective was not one of bad working environment. I loved what I did. I loved the people I work for. I love my team, but the universe was calling me towards something different, right? And so my company, when I left, they were extremely supportive. They gave me a beautiful send off, like a beautiful send off, and so that's when I knew that the universe was supporting me on taking the leap because it just lined up that everything was moving in a direction that was confirming that me taking and taking a chance on myself and being taking a chance on myself, the universe was confirming it. Like I said, I just had incredible support when I decided to step away. So all that to say, that has transitioned me into this phase of my life, guys. Look at me, I'm living in Bali. There are a number of reasons that I decided to move to Bali, and I'm gonna break that down for you. But if you guys don't mind me making my breakfast while I do this, because it's supposed to be a breakfast chat, okay? It's supposed to be a breakfast chat. So I am going to make my breakfast and you guys can join me. So the first thing that I do, I'll just walk you through my morning routine as I chat with you. Hey Francis saying, once I made the decision to leave, everything fell into place. Isn't that amazing? That is like, I don't know how, I don't know, I don't know how we can bottle that message, Francis, so that everybody can understand that when and I say this all the time, when you are taking a step in the direction that is supposed to be in alignment with what God's messaging and plan is for your life, he will send you a confirmation like no other. Okay? The universe will catch you in a way that is like, whoa, right? And so every time, guys, I'm telling you, no lie, every time I have made the decision to, bear with me, I'm not sure what's going on here with my, just 1 second, guys, just bear with me. There we go. Okay, I was trying to get my tracker to work because I'm gonna be moving around the kitchen, making my things. I'm about to make some collagen tea, guys. So I'll show you what that is. But every time, like I was saying, every time you make a decision for yourself that's in alignment with what it is that you're really supposed to be doing, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, it's going to catch you. It's going to send you a confirmation telling you that you are headed in the right direction. So you really just have to take that step. Be it, own it. Be it, own it. You can't go wrong. That's a fact. Some people don't know ownership. It's a fact. It is a fact. And so when we talk about faith, a lot of people say they're believers and they're faithful and they trust. And let me tell you something, going on a journey like this, it's going to test you in that way. You're going to get very clear about your faith, or you're going to be wavering. And for me, I decided to be unwavering. Like I was like, I know that there is more to life than this. I know that we are meant to be so much more than what we've been conditioned to. And once I broke out of that mindset, and once I leaned into that mindset, everything else is just, I'm telling you, it's just a game changer. So um, yeah. So now, fast forward, fast forward. Fast forward 2 years. I'm not sure what's going on with this thing. Hold on, guys. Let me see. I wonder if it's because this thing is in the way. Hold on. Sorry. So I'm trying to make sure that this thing is doing what it's supposed to. So even though, excuse me, guys, just 1 second. You know, sometimes you think you have everything set up and ready to go, and then you get, and then it turns into, but I'm glad you guys are seeing this, right? Because this is all part of the process, guys. Like you are literally, when we talk about figuring stuff out as you go, like this is what I mean. I mean, because right now my tracker doesn't appear to want to work, so I've got to figure that out, right? So here I am, I'm back. Okay, tracker. Okay, it's working. Guys, this is crazy. Oh my God. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all rocking with me because it's fun, but sometimes you just have to remember this has been like the best journey for me because I have gotten so far out of my perfectionism. It's like, it's crazy, okay? Because I'm like, whatever's supposed to be is going to be, and whoever's supposed to rock with me while that is me figuring it out is going to rock with me. I really, what's the word? This journey, honestly, over the past 2 years has really just kind of made me blossom into, again, I just think the person that God intended me to be, no more conforming to the societal norms of, you know, you got to go to school, you got to get the good job, you got to make all the money. Like, honestly, right now, that stuff served me, and I'm grateful for that phase of my life. But now, you can't tell me nothing. Like, you can't, I don't care what nobody thinks. I literally don't care what nobody thinks. So, I just don't care. So, as you can see, I am here in Bali. I'm making my tea, guys. So, for those of you, I get a lot of questions. I'm just going to throw this in there since, you know, this is literally a ritual. Like, I do not start my day without this. What you see here is the setup. And I've been doing this for a year and a half now, and the change has been tremendous. So, if you are a woman of a certain age and you're not taking your collagen peptides, I'm telling you right now, you need to start taking your collagen peptides, okay? I have been taking this particular brand called Viva Naturals for like the past year and a half. And when I tell you the hair, the skin, the nails, I mean, people think I have acrylic on my nails. It's not, it's just polish. My skin is like, mwah, and my energy, just amazing. And the main reason I like this is because, again, as a woman of a certain age, we need to get our protein because it is very important for us to maintain our muscle mass. And what I love about this is that you can get 20 grams of protein per serving. And sometimes when you don't, like, you're not a big person, you're not a person that eats a lot, you know, I don't know how those health nuts do it, but when you got to lock in on your protein, it's very hard. So the reason I like this is because I can get like 20 grams of protein in this little cup. And so that works for me. So sometimes if I don't meet my protein requirement for the day, you said cook the bone, cook the bones. Cook the bones, R. Scott. I'm with you. Oh, so the brand, Francis, is Viva Naturals, and it's really good. Now, what a lot of people do is they actually put what a lot of people do is they put this in like their smoothies and stuff. I drink mine as a tea because I'll show you how I make it up. I put a lot of stuff in here. So I'm getting a big bang for this for this. So let me give me 1 second, Francis. I'm gonna send you over the link now. I'm gonna put it in a chat. So hold on. So one of the things, this is so cool. Like, look at me. I'm like on the chat and I'm like in the comments, like, who am I? Like, I don't even recognize myself. Okay, girl. Okay, so Francis, I put the link in. So if you go in there, I have like um I have like a couple of things that just kind of like maintain my whole situation. So it's like the stuff that I put inside my body, and then it's the stuff that I put on my skin. So I can talk about that as well. But I started like really being intentional about maintaining my skin in its juiciness, is what I call it. And so like I have in there like the products that I use as well, because I get asked about my skin all the time. So, okay, let's go back to our collagen tea. So I love making this as collagen tea. So what I do is I put a little bit of sea salt in here. Okay, so I put a little bit of sea salt. And then the other two main things that I put in, again, because I've come from such a terrible struggle experience with having digestive issues due to stress and burnout, rebuilding my gut from the ground up. And when I say the ground up, I mean ground up. That was one of the things I did when I came to Bali at the end of 2022 when I worked with my healers. I had one healer that completely detoxed everything out of my digestive system. And so to rebuild the gut lining, and this is actually just good in general, just for your stomach, is the L-glutamine. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that, but this is, I take about half a teaspoon of, well, probably about a teaspoon of this. That goes in here. So L-glutamine, right? And then, ladies, again, if we're of a certain age, muscle mass, maintaining muscle memory, creatine. I take this every single morning. Hey, Zara. No, what? What happened? No, what? What do you mean, no? So I take about half a tablespoon of, stop, please. What happened? Oh, I don't know. Okay, Zara, I'm not sure what you're talking about, but I'm gonna keep tracking. Okay, so anyway, so we have our creatine, and then I just kind of swirl that up, right? So I call this the collagen tea. I call this my collagen tea, and I am, what's not good about it, Zara? This is like a natural thing that we have in our bodies. So so what I will do is that I will have I whir this up, and it actually smells pretty good. It could smell like a little bone brothy. And so I just like to drink mine as a tea, right? And then what I do take as well is that I take iron, because this is very important as far as my blood work goes. I'm a little bit anemic, so I take my iron every morning, and then I also take biotin. So this is the setup. Like, my day does not start without this. Excuse me. My day does not start without this. Okay, so that's tea time. Okay, and then I'll show you in general just kind of what I eat to start my day. And I just love it here in Bali because everything is so fresh, and it really just it's so easy to get just healthy, fresh, clean foods. And I I am just so grateful for that, right? So, okay, so now that I've made my tea, while I make up this breakfast, I'm gonna talk to you about what it is that how I ended up in Bali, right? Oh, great. My thing is working now. It wasn't working before because it wasn't charged. So I had to like Jimmy rig. You guys should see the setup here. But So for breakfast, I am a big dragon fruit girl. This is where it's at, guys. This is where it's at. The dragon fruit, the fresh lime, and one of the other amazing things that you can appreciate about being in Bali, Francis, you'll get this fresh coconut water. I had this dropped off at the house yesterday. And Francis, you would not believe you believe it. You're a traveler. You've seen you've seen how affordable things are. But this water, almost a gallon of coconut water, cost me $3.97. I was just speaking to my cousin who lives in the Virgin Islands in St. John, and she said she went to go buy a bottle of coconut water, a gallon of coconut water, and they were trying to charge her $45. $45 for coconut water, something that we have in abundance in the Caribbean. Like, what is going on? So being here, you're just able to eat healthily. You're able to have this stuff, like they literally dropped it off at my front door yesterday. I went outside and I grabbed it. And you're just able to have such an easy, healthy lifestyle. It's almost like it's a no-brainer, right? Here, I'm not eating any processed foods. I'm not eating any sugar. I'm not eating any seed oils, because $30 in St. Croix for a gallon, that's expensive. Can you imagine $30 for a gallon of water? We live in the tropics, and why are we being charged $30 for coconut water? It makes absolutely no sense, right? Hey, Lynn, thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Okay. Oh, 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Oh, what's that one good for, R. Scott? It's not good for you, please. Okay, well, Zara, I already read that message. I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to find out about the creatine not being good for me, because I'm locked into the creatine. Yeah, Lynn, $3.97 for a gallon of coconut water, fresh, like fresh. So the other thing I like to add to my routine is dragon fruit and avocado. Okay, so this is gonna be breakfast, guys. I got a yellow dragon fruit, I have avocado, I have a red dragon fruit. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what the best way is to. Can you guys see? Oh, okay, I could. Okay, you guys can see this. Okay, great. Okay, you guys can see. You guys can see. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm looking at it on the screen, so now I can see that you guys can see. Okay, all right, let me close out of this. Okay. All right, so thank you guys for rocking with me. Like I said, this is all very. Ooh, hold on, why isn't this? Wait, hold on. Okay, all right, so thanks for bearing with me. All right, so this is me real time, guys, learning how to use YouTube. Like, for those of you that are new, just coming in the room, I'm an ex-corporate finance executive who blew up her life, decided to quit her job, and now I'm living in Bali. Okay, so as part of that journey, I've just been on this real intense, like, learning all the things about like social media and like content creation and like digital product offering. And honestly, it's been a lot of work. There's been a lot of sleepless nights, but in a good way, because I'm doing what I want to do. I'm not doing what anybody else wants to do. And so when I go down these rabbit holes of like learning all the things, I get excited. And so my goal is to, at least my goal in this season, guys, is to really be an inspiration for women who want to like step out on faith, believe in themselves, bet on themselves. And I want to be an example of what it looks like to do that. So I'm like, I know a big hindrance to women wanting to make that leap has to do with their financial foundation. And so I have been spending the last 12 months like learning all the things of how like you can learn to support yourself outside of like a regular 9 to 5. You do have to put in some legwork. I'm telling you guys, I'm not making it, I don't want to make this seem like this is going to be like overnight success. Like I have been at this now for about a solid 12 months, slowly and surely just expanding my confidence for even being on camera, expanding my knowledge for the things that I need to do in order to like earn income online, and expanding my network and my community. So like you are literally planting seeds, planting seeds, planting seeds, right? And then one day, inevitably, they're going to sprout out. You don't know when. And so that's why I think a lot of people get discouraged, because they don't realize that this is a long game. Fortunately, social media have you thinking that, oh, you just create one little thing and you can have a $10,000 month. Guys, it's not like that. And that's not to discourage you. That's just to give you the real. I'm here to give you the real. Okay. I'm 49 years old. I don't have any reason to tell anybody any stories. Okay. The real is you really have to invest the time, the energy, the effort into becoming the thing that you want to be. And once you start to embody that, then you will attract the people that you need to attract, right? And that takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. Okay? It doesn't happen overnight. Our Scott says, everybody be your best, strive. Yes, you can. So happy for you. Oh, thank you, Lynn. I really appreciate that. Oh, Lynn, you like this kitchen? Okay, to you okay, so Lynn says, TY, my first time seeing you. Oh, hi, Lynn. I appreciate. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Okay, and then you said the kitchen is beautiful. Okay, so let me tell you about this kitchen. Okay, so I've been coming to Bali since like 2016 as like yoga retreats. That's how I got introduced to Bali. So when people ask, how did you get introduced to Bali? I got introduced to Bali in like 2016 as an ex-corporate executive. Like I mentioned, I was in a very high stress job. So the one thing that always kept me grounded was that I always committed to like 2 or 3 international yoga retreats. Like I'm a big yogi as well. And so one of my first retreat destinations was Bali. And I came here with a friend who was hosting retreats at the time, right? So that was my first introduction to Bali. And so ever since then, it just kind of planted a little thing in me, right? I never got it out of my system. And so that's how I got introduced to Bali. And then when I ended up going through like my medical ailments due to stress, and part of that stress, guys, I will say, although it was stress, it was very much because the stress was causing my hormones, like my cortisone, my cortisone levels, my adrenaline, all those things were completely out of whack. And so because of the stress. And so when I came for my medical healing journey, because the Western doctors could not tell me what was going on with me, the issue that I would have is that, I can't get the dragon fruit down. Hold on. The issue that I had was that I would go to the doctors. I would tell them that I'm not digesting my food. I'm not going to the bathroom. I would tell them that every time my stomach felt upset, my back would be complete. I mean, I couldn't even move at times. And they kept telling me, oh, one thing doesn't have to do with the other. The back is one thing. The stomach is another. Like no one was listening to me. So then when I came over to Bali for that treatment, to work with the healers, one of the first doctors that I told me, you know what they told me? They told me that my digestive system was inflamed, right? And because my digestive system, meaning my colon, because my colon was so inflamed, it was pushing on nerves in my back. This is what she told me. And I was like, finally, somebody is listening, right? Because I would tell the doctors every time my stomach felt upset, my back would start to, I mean, when I talk about excruciating pain, I'm telling you excruciating pain. So I came over here. I work with a doctor. Her name is Dr. Putri. And I work with two doctors, Dr. Putri, who specializes in ozone therapy. And I don't know if you guys are aware of that. And then I work with Dr. Bobby, who specializes in acupuncture. And so Dr. Bobby's the one that detoxed me and did acupuncture, Chinese acupuncture on me, where they would put the needles in. She would put like a moxa on top of the needle and then set it on fire. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with that type of acupuncture. And then there was ozone therapy. And so ozone therapy basically is using the ozone gas. You guys heard of like the ozone layer around the earth. It's a gas. And so there's a machine that's actually able to produce that ozone gas. And so what they would do is that they would take a pint of blood out of me. They would insert the ozone gas into my blood, and then they would re-infuse it into me. And all that was to help me get rid of the, to help get the inflammation. Because guys, gosh, okay, how do we even get on this medical tangent? But I feel like I need to share this. What we don't realize in America is that our food is literally killing us, right? The foods that we're eating is causing our body is trying to absorb it, but it doesn't know how to, so it's inflaming every part of our body. And so then you have a downhill spiral from there. And so part of the detox was to detox me from all the things that was in my body. The worst thing, sugar, the seed oils, just detox me from everything. And so once you get the inflammation down in your body, then everything starts to hum again, like naturally, right? And so, oh yeah, Lynn, moxibustion. Yeah, moxibustion for sure. I mean, the way, and so Dr. Bobby, she was kind of like a therapist, acupuncturist slash. So she did deep healing work on me. I mean, when I would leave one of her like 2.5, 3 hour sessions, I would sleep for like a day, because you know, she is therapized. She is therapizing you while you're under this treatment, right? She's talking to you. She's asking you about your childhood. She's asking you about your trauma. She's asking you, like, going through those sessions was a way for me to release so much stuff that, guys, I don't even think we realize we're holding on to from like our childhood. And there was one time, I'll share transparently, she pricked me. She was putting a needle in and it hurt. And I felt like I wanted to cry and I didn't. And she said, let it out. Let it out. Who taught you that you couldn't feel? Who taught you that you couldn't cry? And I just was like, oh my God, like, wow. Like, I've been conditioned all my life to like silence my voice, hold in my feelings. And I didn't realize until that session when she was like, let it out. If you want to cry, cry. If you want to yell, yell, you know, just let it out. And that was such an eye-opening moment for me. And it really, you know, going through those sessions with her really just helped to release a lot of stuff that I'd been holding on to, right? Ooh, Lynn, the purge, girl, the purge. The purge is real. Ooh, facts. The food keeps us sick, which makes the insurance company, doctors, and pharmacies make money. It's a vicious cycle. Francis, let me tell you something. I literally just saw a little blurb, and I try not to be on social media as much in terms of like Instagram and stuff. Like YouTube is where I'm trying to make my home. I just saw a clip where AOC was questioning the president or something of Aetna. And she had this whole chart, okay, that showed how this company basically has monopolized the entire cycle. The hospital, the pharmacy, and CVS owns Aetna. And so when you go to Aetna, Aetna's prescribing stuff, and where do they send you to get it? Send you to CVS. CVS, it was crazy. And I was like, this is why we're not getting well in America, right? Because the healthcare system People don't even realize that they're going from one place to the next. Is all owned by the same person. It's all owned by the same person. So if you own the entire healthcare system, why are you charging yourself so much? You own it. Why are you charging yourself so much? Right? It doesn't make any sense. If you are the insurance company and you're sending me over to CVS to get the prescription, why is CVS charging me so much for a prescription that you, the insurance company, have to pay for? What, guys? Let me tell you, they are running a riot, a fraudulent riot over on us in America. And when I'm over here in Bali, I can go to the doctor. I flew to Thailand in September. I got a complete makeup, comprehensive review of my entire body, and it cost me $1,600. And when I say everything, I went in at 9, I left at like 5. I had everything done: blood work, urine, stool, X-rays, mammogram, eye exam, ultrasounds, the whole my hormonal testing for my age group, the whole thing. So it's just crazy. It's crazy. They don't want to pay my Social Security. Oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that, R. Scott. Lucky R. Scott, does beef taste different now? Always wondered. Lynn? Medical. Oh, Francis, good one. Medical mafia. Grew up from beef from my great uncle Kenneth's farm. AOC and Jasmine Crockett. Yes, Lynn. Yeah, they be on it. Ooh, and I saw Jasmine Crockett too with this whole stuff with these Epstein files. Oh my God, my heart is like breaking. There's such a fine line, because in one regard, I want to protect my mental health. And in the other regard, is like, I don't want to seem like I'm not informed on what's going on in the world. But every time I see this stuff about these Epstein files, I'm like, oh my God, like what is going on? It's crazy what these people were doing, and honestly, probably still doing. I mean, if we're gonna be real about it, but I'm not gonna take us there. So yeah, so I am on this journey to be an inspiration to women, Gen Xers, even younger women. For the younger women, my messaging to them is that the day is going to come, and they don't tell us this when we're younger. The day is going to come when you're going to wake up and you're going to want more out of your life. And what I can implore you to do is to make sure you have a financial foundation that is going to allow you to leave and bet on yourself. And so that's one of the reasons I was able to leave, is because I really set up a good financial foundation for myself for 2 reasons. One, it was a byproduct. One was that I ended up in the finance industry, in the accounting field. And so I just got exposed to a lot of that millionaire mindset philosophy at a very young age. And the other thing is that just from how I was raised as an eldest daughter and seeing my mom struggle, I just had something in me that told me I don't want to live a life of struggle. So those 2 things that were kind of like innately in me is what drove me to focus on kind of like being very good with my finances for the last few years. And so when I got this nudge and this calling to move to a different season of my life, I at least had like a nice financial footing. So for the younger folks on the Zoom, on the live, get good with your finances, lock into your finances, be good stewards of your money. I've done a couple of videos. I'm making videos all about money in terms of how I made my money leading up to this point. And then I'm talking about how I'm making money in this season of my life. But for those of you that are younger, get your finances in order. Do not get caught up with this social media, living this big flashy life, trying to keep up with the Joneses. That stuff is not going to serve you when you wake up at 45 and you realize you don't want to do this job no more. Okay? Put your money in the bank which is what I tell everybody do. Put your money in the bank, let it sit, let it work for you, so that when you wake up at 40, whatever age it's going to be, and you want to move on, you can say, you know what, it's time to move on. And then for those of us that may not have had that good financial footing, I'm doing all of this because I want to prove and be the example to women in my age group that you can bet on yourself. You can figure out all the gadgets. You can figure out how to YouTube live. You can figure out how to build a digital product. You can figure out you can figure it out. If you have enough motivation within yourself, if you're a go-getter, just because you've never done it, and guys, I have never done this, okay? When I tell you, I don't even recognize myself. Look, if you had told me 6 months ago that I would be streaming on YouTube, I'd be like, send me, no, I probably win the lottery before all of that, right? So I'm telling you, you can absolutely do this. I want to be an inspiration for what it could look like. I mean, honestly, it's just kind of been fun because it's really just allowed me to come out of my shell a little bit. And oh, Lynn, I received that. Thank you. Oh my God, Lynn, I'm gonna send you a link of my first video that I did about. Okay, so May is when I hired a coach. So let me be clear, guys. Let me be very clear. What you see here today did not happen by happenstance. I hired me a coach, y'all. I hired me a coach. And she has been rocking with me and pushing me to my limits. Okay? She has been pushing me to my limits. Okay? When she gave me my first assignment 8 months ago, I was literally shaking. Okay? So what you see here now is a result of me hiring a coach. I invested in myself, number one. And, you know, I'm a big proponent of getting the help that you need. I'm a big proponent of investing in yourself. And what I will say about that is when you have to find the right person. When I hire coaches, I'm being real with y'all. I spend a lot of money. I'm not gonna lie about that. There's no easy way to get good at what you're doing if you're not hiring the right caliber of quality person to support you. And so when I hire a coach, I usually research them. I'm not gonna lie, no lie. I usually research them for like no less than 12 months. Because I need to get to know who this person is. I need to, you see all these ads. Oh, I can help you do this. I can help you do that. That's fine. But I need proof. I need proof. So I've worked with 2 coaches in the past 2 years, and they've been instrumental to my growth, right? And I'll share them with you because they deserve a shout out. Because guys, what you see here, honey, let me tell you, Lynn, I receive it, girl, because girl, if you have to see where I came from to where I am now, woo-wee. But so the 2 coaches, and when I say I paid, I'll share transparently with you guys, that you guys seem to be like my little crew here. The first coach I worked with, I paid $30,000. And I know that sounds like a lot. I know it sounds like a lot. But one thing about me is what I've learned throughout my entire life is that whenever I bet on myself, whenever I invest in myself, I'm the determinant on the level of return I'm going to get. And I don't play about my money. Okay? So if I give you my money, something's going to come out of it. Something's going to come out of it, right? So when I give you my money, something's going to come out of it. Like, because part of giving someone your money, guys, is that you have to do the work also. A lot of people feel like if they give over the money, some miraculous thing is going to happen. That's not how that happens. You literally have to do the work. They can guide you. And what they're giving you, what you're paying for, is their level of expertise to fast track you to the thing that you want because they've done it, right? So that's really what you're paying for. Why would you sit and try to figure out something from scratch when somebody has already done it It's maybe taking them 10 years to do it. And now they're willing to fast track that information for you. That's what I don't think people realize about what it means to have a coach, right? What you're paying for is you're paying for the fact that this person has already done what it is that you're trying to do, and they are willing to share that information with you for a price, as they should, right? Because what's taking them 10 years is now going to take you, whatever amount of time, less than 10 years, right? Because they're willing to share the information with you. Guys, I usually have this dragon fruit with my avocado. I usually have the avocado with my dragon fruit, but these avocados I bought, they dropped them off yesterday and they are not ripe. I'm so irritated. I don't think they're ripe. Anyway, so that's what a coach should be doing for you. They should be fast tracking whatever it is that you're trying to do, because they have built that muscle, they have built the expertise, and they are willing to share that information with you, right? So you said, thank God I was coached as a youngster by real people in my life. Yeah, for sure. It's huge. It really makes a difference. And so I think sometimes when you see these people online saying, oh, I can make you a this and I can make you a that, and you can do it in 7 days and 10 days, it's garbage. If you're being real, and if you're being real, you have to put in some level of time and effort in order to become the thing that you want to become. I've been at this. My first coach was to help me get clear about what I wanted my next phase to be, because as a corporate executive, that's the only identity I had for like 20 something years. The only identity I had was being a finance girly in an executive role. And so I needed some guidance on who was Nichole outside of a corporate job. Like, I had no idea who I was outside of a corporate job. So I worked with her for 12 months to kind of get clear about what my next season could look like. And what I will say, so the other thing you get when you're doing you get access to that type of coaching is that you kind of get like a built-in community of like-minded women who like are on the same level as you. And so instantaneously, I was locked in. When I went into my cohort, I was locked into like maybe 20 other women who are on the same journey, and it's just amazing. It's amazing to have a support group and to be in contact with people that are going through the same thing that you're going through, which is trying to figure out who they are, what's next for them, right? So that was my first coach. So once I got clear about who I was, which was not a corporate girly anymore, who I wanted to be, I went on to want to figure out how to build a online presence of the brand that is me, right? And for those of you that are not working on this now, with AI coming, if you don't figure out how to become a CEO of you, is what I like to call it, then you're behind the 8 ball, right? So I needed to figure out how to brand myself, how to show up as myself, how to find my people, right? And so I did just that. I had another coach who I've been working with for almost a year now, and she's the one that's really helped me to come out of my shell when it comes to just having an online presence, finding my voice, being comfortable on camera. I mean, if you were to look at my first videos, the crack in my voice, okay, I would be so nervous. Like, I couldn't get stuff out. I couldn't speak off the fly. I would like script everything, and then I would sit there and I would like read it. It was crazy, guys. It was crazy. But what I will say is this. Let me show you guys this dragon fruit. How yummy is this? Like, I literally just cut it in half. Can you guys see it? Oops, sorry. I cut it in half. Hold on. I cut it in half, and I squeeze lime on it. I squeeze lime on it like that. All right. So I cut it in half. That makes it like a little bowl, and I kind of like whir it up with the fresh lime juice. And I go to town. Like, look at, can you see it? Oops, sorry. Oh, sorry, guys. I didn't realize I was out of the camera. All right. So I don't know if you saw me squeezing the lime on it, but I squeeze a little lime. Look at that. I make a little bowl. And then let me get these seeds out. And this is, I mean, this is the living, guys. This is the living, and get those seeds out. And then I just make a little bowl, and I just go to town on this. Like, good stuff. Good stuff. Like, it doesn't get any better than this right here. This is taking care of your body, taking care of your mind, waking up and not being stressed about what is ahead in the day, not being in environments where they're shoving social media down your throat, TVs everywhere, blaring in your head. When you go out here in Bali, ain't no TVs anywhere. There's no radios. People are just able to sit with their thoughts. They're not being influenced at every turn. Right? So I decide when I'm going to go on social media. And that's not often. Like, I'm building my tribe, I'm building my community, but I pick a time between 11 and 12. I'm going to go on there. I'm going to post what I got to post. I might scrabble for like 30 minutes, and then I go. I don't spend my time getting caught up in all the things. It's just constant bombardment. It's so hard, and even though I'm all the way over here, guys, like, I'm such a intuitive person. Even if I read what's going on in the US, you can't help but feel like sad and bad. And so it's like you don't want to, you don't want to come across as not caring, but then at the same time, you need to protect like your mental health. It's just so much. I mean, and I really go back and forth about it. Yeah, Lynn, finding your tribe is everything. And R. Scott, I'm simple. Even as an owner, I serve to find the best. Yeah, that's right. Francis, he said, it ain't easy. Still struggling with YouTube. Oh my God, Francis, you did such a good job with that first pod. I loved it. You was fancy, girl. You have 4 people on the screen. Like, I was like, okay, Francis. I remember when you first mentioned that you wanted to do that. I was like smiling from ear to ear when I saw it come up on my feed. I was like, look at us out here. Look at us out here making our dreams come true. Like, you just have to start. Everything is going to come. It's going to come. One foot in front of the net. The pod is going to lead to something else. It's going to lead to something else. It's going to lead to something else. Okay, because it's just inevitable. Like, if you are moving forward, the fact of the matter is, you're not in the same place. You are not in the same place. And so my concentration, what I focus on, is waking up every day, showing up. My goal is to do YouTube every day, and not necessarily in the form of a live, but I've been doing the lives just to feel out what it is, because I'm learning. Is the live better than uploading a video? Is the live better than, oh, you know what happened yesterday? Can you guys tell me if the video is freezing on your end? Because that was the other thing I wanted to test out today. Because today so this is literally trial and error, guys. So yesterday I tried to do a live in the 1080 quality, and I found that when the video was finished, there was a lot of lapse and lagging. Now I'm doing it in a lower quality. Can you guys tell me if you have any freezing on your end at all? Oh, Lynn, okay, great. That's good to know. So when I tell you we're experimenting together, because now that when I gather this information, I'm learning so that whoever now wants to work with me to do this, I can tell them, don't do this, don't do that. Do it in this speed. Don't do it in that speed. Like I'm literally learning. This is information gathering. I am gathering data so that I can compile it into a nice, concise, this is what you need to do, so that when someone works with me, I can tell them, do this, don't do that. Do this, don't do that. So this is all learning, guys. So I appreciate, thanks for the feedback. You said no freezing, perfect video, none. Arska, do your best, be your best. What more can you ask? Period. Literally, like what more can you ask, right? So yeah, this has been a journey. What you see here now is a result of me investing in myself. And, I'm fortunate. I do feel blessed that I've had the resources to be able to do that. But I also feel like for me, the way I think of the investment that I made in myself over the last year and a half, which is probably, closer to like 50,000, I look at it as me going to university again. I look at it as the same amount of money I paid in tuition when I went to college. Because when I paid that tuition to go to college, I was able to reap the benefits of that education. And I created a very successful 20-something year career in finance. For this phase of my life, I didn't go to a regular university of life. I went to a university of coaches. I went to a university of coaches. That's what I did. And it was an investment. And so now I am now taking that information I got from those coaches, and I'm now able to pour it into myself so that I can see the return on my investment for this next season of my life, right? So all I'm saying, guys, is, if you're thinking about, choosing you, stepping out on faith, you can do it. It is okay to ask for help. That's another thing we get conditioned to, is trying to figure everything else out on our own. I do not prescribe to that. I'm like, if I need help with something, I'm going to find somebody that knows how to do it better than me, and I'm going to rock with them, right? Because we don't have time to waste. We don't have time to waste. Like, we just find the people that you feel that you can trust to help you with the things that you feel you need your help with, right? Does anybody have any questions? Any questions? I've been rambling. Oh my God, I don't even know how long I've been on here now. Anybody have any questions? Anybody have any questions? Let me see. So I think, was it Lynn, you said you just found me. Did you subscribe to the channel by any chance? I appreciate you jumping in on the live. I really do. Did you subscribe to the channel by any chance? I'd appreciate a little subscription, a little love, a little lovey. So how long have I been on here now, guys? I can't even tell. I am going to, if nobody has any questions, if anybody has any question. Oh, Lynn, thank you. I receive it. Thank you, Lynn. Oh, that's so sweet of you. I really appreciate that. And Francis, I got off on a tangent, but I was telling you congratulations on the launch of your podcast. I really enjoyed it. And so that's what's so beautiful about this stuff, because guess what? Rhonda and I are going to meet for coffee tomorrow. Right? That's the beauty of, like, when you kind of put yourself out there, you start to find your people, right? I mean, how amazing is that? Like, you had her on, she's in Bali, I connected with her, and now I'm going to have a new potential, hangout buddy here in Bali. Like, how small is the world? Like, you're in the Virgin Islands, I'm in Bali, I watch your podcast. You had on 4 amazing women from different parts. And anybody that's on here, go check out Francis's podcast, Find Her Freedom, right? And so she had her podcast on. She had 3 other dynamic women in different age groups that were living in different parts of the world. One of them happened to be living in Bali. And so I was like, hey, let's connect. And so that's the beauty. That is the beauty. Okay. This example is just a small example of the beauty on how these platforms can connect us genuinely, right? Not the other stuff, like the fluff stuff, where people are not living in reality and everybody's a gazillionaire and everybody's flying on private plane. Like, not that reality, this reality, the reality where we're just like regular women who are out here taking a chance on ourselves. We are out here living our lives fully, no longer conforming to the systematic conditioning of whatever the hell it is that they taught us, and finding each other. We're finding each other in all over the world, and such a beautiful thing, right? Yeah, Lynn, it's really cool. Wait, Lynn, where are you? Where are you exactly? Where are you? And I'm trying to figure out who else is on here, but I can't tell. Okay, where are you from? Balsa, won't you be my neighbor? Where are you from? Oh, where are you from? San Francisco Bay Area. Oh, hey, Lynn. Okay, San Francisco. Oh my God. This is what I'm talking about. My aunt, my aunt who lives in San Francisco, literally she just spent the last month traveling through Southeast Asia. And I just met up with her last weekend in Vietnam. And she flew back to San Francisco last week, Wednesday, I think. You see how small the world is? It's so small. Excuse me, guys. I'm getting my dragon fruit in. Yeah, it's so small. That's crazy. R. Scott, you said my spelling sucks. What were you trying to spell? All right. So Lynn, are you kind of like in a phase of transition in your life? Like, are you trying to, or are you just tuning in just to hear what I got to say? Are you kind of like in a season where you're, trying to get your finances together? You're trying to transition out of a career? Oh, Puerto Rico. That's right. That's my neighbor. I'm from the Virgin Islands. Which is literally right next door. Okay, R. Scott from Kentucky. Okay, so Lynn, you're older. Okay. All right. So do you get to Puerto Rico often? Yeah, we are literally neighbors. Literally neighbors. Good stuff. Love it. You guys are up late too. Well, no, I guess in San Fran it's not that bad. But Francis, you're up late. Are you in St. Croix right now? Haven't been there in 10 years. Oh, that's a long time. Wow. Okay. Makes sense. Okay. So 10:30 for you, Lynn. Francis, I'm not sure if you're back home, but it's late for you. Oh, you're in Mexico. Okay, is that where you are full time now, or are you just visiting? I don't know why I thought that you were still in St. Croix. Cool, very nice. Yeah, Mexico is nice. My sister-in-law is from Mexico. I've been there a couple of times. They had their wedding there. Really nice wedding. Yep. Okay. All right, guys. Well, this has been fun. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to continue to do this. This live was an information gathering live because, like I said yesterday, I shot. I did the live in horizontal screen at 1080 quality. Today, based on my group that I'm in, it was recommended that you try to do the live in vertical. And because of the delays yesterday, I decided to drop the quality down to 720. And so I appreciate the feedback with you guys saying that there doesn't seem to be any delays. That's amazing. Okay, that's amazing. And I didn't mean horizontal, I meant vertical, Lynn. You're seeing this vertical, right? Like how it comes up on a reel. Like how does it come up for you guys? Girl, I don't know. I'm figuring it out. So I'm going to see how this playback goes because now that's going to help to inform me on which way is better in order to get the engagement and in order to get the quality. Because when I'm done with this, I'm going to chop it up. Hey, Francis, have you considered chopping up your podcast that you did? Have you? Love horizontal better, I meant. Okay, yeah, I know it's better, right? But for some reason they're saying, I think like the YouTube algorithm, I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out, but that's the reason why. So I'm looking at it on my iPad and I can see that it's in horizontal, but I'm just in the middle, like in the middle. Yesterday when I did it, I had it horizontal, and so I picked up the whole screen. So tomorrow, maybe what I'll do is I will shoot it in horizontal with the lower quality, the 720. And so now I'll have 3 data points to reference. So day 1 was horizontal with 1080 quality. Today is vertical with 720 quality. So yesterday was good, but it had a lot of freezing. Today, I'm praying that when I get the playback, I won't have as much freezing. So thank you guys for the feedback. Tomorrow, since Lynn likes the horizontal, I'm going to try horizontal tomorrow with lower quality to see if I get one, the engagement, and 2, no freezes. So we'll see. This is literally us learning together, and I'm going to have this information to share with everybody else. But Lynn, Lynn. So what I was telling you is, have you considered chopping up your podcast, the one that you did with the ladies, and turning them into shorts, so that you can start getting activity on your YouTube channel? Have you considered doing that? I'm trying. And I'm trying to remember what software you use to stream your podcast. Thank you, R. Scott. I receive it. I really do. Like, this has been a long time coming. Like, I want to find the women. I want them to start their YouTube. I want them to bet on themselves. I want them, because YouTube is the moneymaker now. People are shifting off of Instagram and they're coming over to YouTube because people are over the fake BS. People are over it. They're like, between AI and everybody having all the things. And let me tell y'all something. As someone, I'm gonna give y'all the real. As someone who has spent the last 25 years working for billionaires, and when I say billionaires, I mean billionaires, ultra high net worth people, and I don't mean in the back room, in the mail room. I'm talking about if I call them right now and I'm like, I'm in a bind, send me a plane, they're gonna send me a plane. Okay, not to like brag or anything, but that's literally been my life for the past 25 years, working directly with billionaires, managing their lifestyle, managing their money, and all the things, right? Let me tell y'all something. What do you say? Oh, yeah, okay. So tell me, okay, StreamYard, not sure how to do that. Okay, so I'm gonna hit you up. Because that's like extra content you could have. Like, you could probably get like 6 clips out of that and just have that go into your YouTube channel. So what I'm talking about to Francis about now, this is what I want to do. Like, I want to teach women how to get their YouTube, how to get all the tips and tricks and all the things. Lynn says, me, I don't stream. I just posted a couple of kitten videos on my channel. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, Lynn. Oh, you should. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what your situation is, but even like for stuff like this, like, look how we're talking and hanging out, right? Okay, so Artscott says, you find your best. Oh, I'm not sure what you mean by that. You find your best. And he says, only myself working. Oh, okay. All right. I will. Yeah, I'm not sure if I made sense of that, but oh, you rescued them. How adorable. It's so funny because when I was out to dinner last night at my little neighborhood spot, there was this little kitten outside the restaurant. Oh, he was so cute. And the people in the restaurant were trying to give him milk and water. It was raining, so he was trying to come in the restaurant and they wouldn't let him in. But Lynn, I'm gonna hit you up on that how to chop your video up so that you could get more content. And then what I was saying about YouTube and why people are coming over here is because people are just like over the nonsense on Instagram, and these people profiling like they have things that they don't have. And I'm here to tell you, these people don't have real money. Okay, I work with people that have real money, and real money doesn't look like what it looks like on Instagram. People with real money, they're not out here profiling and showing what they have. People with real money, that's not how they live. Okay. And I'm so grateful that I've worked with these type of people for the past 20 something years, because I've really instilled a lot of those philosophies in my personal life. And it's one of the reasons I'm as successful as I've been financially, is because I don't go out here profiling and showing that I have money, and that stuff doesn't matter. If you have money, great. If you have money, people that have money don't announce that they have money. I don't know if that makes any sense. Okay. But Blue Sky, what's Blue Sky? Oh, I don't even know what Blue Sky is. That's a social app. Lynn? We rescued them. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. So people with real money they're not walking around screaming that they have money. And social media just have a lot of people going into debt because people are looking at people that are pretending to have money and trying to get what they have, right? Which is, the psychology is absolutely crazy, because half the times those people that are profiling and showing the things that they have, they literally don't even they don't even pay for that stuff. They don't pay for it. So they're getting this stuff in the mail. They're on the camera saying, oh, get this, get that, put a link to it. They didn't even buy it themselves. So you're spending money you don't have when they got the stuff for free. Social media is a scam, y'all. I mean, it's just crazy. I went ahead and put the link in for the Viva Naturals peptides that I take. That's been really, really instrumental in my hair, nails, and all that. And then I also put the products that I use on my face, if anybody's interested. Lynn says, no trolls there, and mostly political party. Oh, okay. I think I did hear about this Blue Sky for a while. Oh, it replacement for Twitter. Oh, thanks for letting me know that. I gotta check that out. Real is incognito. What is real? What does that mean? Real is incognito. Huh. I don't know. Meaning that it's very private. So okay. Well, guys, I need to go get a little bit of work done. What I do with my Bali days, and maybe I'll take you, let me see if I can twirl this thing around, because I've been playing around with this thing. It's so crazy, guys. If you guys have to see my little setup, you would be so proud of me, okay? Because I have this little setup here where I got this AI tracker that is like Jimmy Ray to my to my tripod, because so that's how I'm able to move around with you guys. So I'm gonna try like move around and take you guys over to see the view from the villa. Tell me if you can. Let me grab this. This is gonna be tricky because I'm trying to see if you guys with me. Can you guys see me? Is this turning? Hold on. Let me see if I can get this to turn. Oh, let's see. Is it turning? Is it turning? Okay, it says, I don't understand anything Scott has said. Who's Scott? Okay, Chosa. I thought you had a camera person. Oh, I'm frozen. Ooh, 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 ooh. Am I back? Am I back? Back? Thank you. Okay, Francis, am I back? It says you said I was frozen. Not frozen. Okay, great. So maybe, okay, so this might be the first little hiccup that I had. And then Lynn, you said, I don't understand anything Scott has said. Who's Scott? I don't know who Scott is, hun. Never freeze here. Oh, Lynn says it's not frozen for you. Okay, good to know. All right, so who said that they thought I had a camera person? Because let me tell you something. I'm out here by myself doing this, and I do not have a camera person. Yeah. This is how far I've come. Okay. I do not have a camera person. This is all me. Okay. Like I don't ask me how I figured this thing out, but I've been getting little things here and there, and I'm like, I wonder if this would work with this, would work with this. And so I do not have a camera person, Lynn. Okay, I set this up by myself. I've got like a little AI tracker that is moving the camera around with me. So I was trying to give you guys like a little view outside the villa. Like it's nice and green and sunny here today. Let me see. I don't know if I can move this. I don't want to mess up my system, okay? But let me see if I can get it a little bit closer to you. Let me see if I can get this a little bit closer so that you can see out the window. You can see out the window, out the window, out the window. Okay, guys, hold on. Let me know if you guys are with me. I don't want to mess anything up. Okay, here we go. Okay. Ugh. I tell you, this is real time, guys. Y'all are getting a real. Okay, so can you see me? All right, I don't know if I can. I don't know if you guys can see this. I can't tell because I am away from the laptop, but this is the patio. It's nice and sunny out today, so I'm probably gonna sit out. I'm probably gonna get some work done. I've been working on creating a community for women who are interested in just kind of learning the YouTube game, interested in kind of learning what some of the things are that I did to, what do you call it? To create like digital products and, just all the things. Like if you're just trying to reinvent yourself and figure out some new ways to do you, whether it be showing up on YouTube, whether it be finding community, whether it be getting good with your finances. Like I said, I have worked with billionaires for the past 25 years, and they have taught me a lot about money. And I like to make sure that women are healthy with their finances because, like I said before, there's going to come a day where you're going to wake up and you are not going to want to do the thing that you're doing now. You are going to want to be like, oh my God, I don't want to do this job anymore. I don't want to be here. And so you need to give yourself a good financial footing to be able to leave that situation and move to doing something else. So I'm really good about making sure that women create a healthy mindset when it comes to their money. Because if you don't have a good relationship with money in the mind, it doesn't matter how much money you make, right? So, oh, thank you, Scott. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, you said good job. Thanks, Lynn. Lynn says a pool. Yes, I have a pool. Art Scott says, you're real. Oh, I received that. Like, that means a lot because that is literally what I want people to see, the genuineness in what I am saying, because it is real. And the reason I'm sharing is so that people can know that you can create your reality. You literally can create your reality. If I thought I would be standing here in my Bali kitchen, oh, I got to tell y'all about how I ended up in this Bali kitchen. If I thought I would have been here if you had said to me, Nichole, you're going to be living in Bali 2 years from now, would not have believed it, because I was so conditioned. I was so conditioned to the system. I was so conditioned to the system. So anyway, tomorrow maybe I'll tell you guys about how I ended up in this Bali kitchen. It's an interesting story. So I will subscribe to the channel so you can set your notifications so that when I come on, you can definitely know. And then R. Scott says, I see your strive making it real. Oh, thank you. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Like, what I'm doing now is exactly what I want to do. I want to be talking to women. I want to be inspiring them. I want to be encouraging them. I want them to know that you can have and create a freedom life for yourself. And so that's why I'm here. That's my mission in this season, guys. So I'm going to call it a day. I got to go get a couple of things done. And when I say things, I mean, I am working on a girls trip retreat for any of those people that want to feel and experience Bali through my eyes, because it's such a beautiful place. So I'm getting ready to launch that. If you're interested in that, the information on that, go to the video description. Actually, no, I could put the link right here. Hold on. See, I even forgot that on the live. I could just go ahead and put this stuff right here. So I'm put this link in here if you're interested in like doing like girls trip to Bali and getting information about the community, or just getting more information about when the community gets launched. Go ahead and sign up using this link. I just put that in here, Freedom Chaser Community. Thanks, Lynn. It was such a pleasure meeting you as well. And oh my God, Francis, thank you. I received that. Oh, girl, we on the same journey, so I know you get it. You get it. Like, we are totally just like, we out here. Like, we are doing this thing. Like, I'm so excited and proud of us. And yeah, it's been great. And so, yep, the American materialism is unreal. It's crazy. It's crazy. And it's taking away from our quality of life. It's taking away from our quality of life. People are existing. They're not living. They're not being. It's do, buy, buy. And when they realize they don't have any money, they got to do again. They got to hustle, get more money. And then everything you see online, on TV, is telling you have to spend your money. So guess what? You never have money. And so now you're not able to travel, move across the world, do whatever it is that your heart is really telling you should be doing. So when I'm over here, no TV, no radio, I'm barely on social media. I'm with my thoughts. My nervous system is regulated. I don't have any stress. And yeah, it's just great. So thank you, Lynn. Yes, I am. Yes, it is. Can stand materialism. We don't need the crap they're selling. No, we don't. We don't need any of it. All right, Lynn. So it looks like you're up. I'm gonna send you a quick little message on Facebook to tell you about the StreamYard stuff, and then yeah, just let me know if you have any more questions. All right, guys. I'm gonna call it quits. I appreciate you rocking with me. I will probably be here tomorrow, just to test out the other format of the YouTube video to see what kind of data I can collect on that. But if you're subscribed, you'll get the notification and you'll be able to come on and join me. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks for rocking with me. Bye. Bye, guys. Cheers. Have a great evening or great day, depending on where you're calling from. Our Scott says a strong man is at his best with a strong woman. Is a strong woman so mold to be. All right, cheers. Bye, Lynn. Bye, R. Scott. Bye, Francis. I appreciate you guys rocking with me. I really appreciate it. Bye-bye.